Good evening. Nice to see everybody here. We have the promotion is going to go to the last. Is that okay?
9 o'clock?
All right. First, we're going to have a proclamation about the day of remembrance.
Can we open the meeting?
Oh, it's called to order.
Very excited.
All right, this meeting is being held in accordance with the Public Law of 1975, Chapter 231. An adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on Township website. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for servicemen here and abroad. And also for Mrs. Eggman, who passed away. You worked for the Township Springfield. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Huber.
Here.
Deputy Mayor DuBois.
Here.
Committeeman Capadese.
Here.
Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Here.
Committeewoman Vasallo.
Here.
Okay. Now, we have a proclamation about the Day of Remembrance, which the Deputy Mayor will read.
Oh, Chris is reading.
Oh, Chris will read, I'm sorry.
No problem. Proclamation Day of Remembrance, April 12, 2018. Whereas the Holocaust was the state-sponsored systematic persecution, annihilation of European Jewry by Nazi Germany and its collaborators between 1933 and 1945. 6 million were murdered. Roma, people with disabilities, and Poles were also targeted for destruction or decimation for racial, ethnic, or national reasons, and millions more, including homosexuals, Jehovah's Witnesses, Soviet prisoners of war, and political dissidents, also suffered grievous oppression and death under Nazi tyranny. And whereas the history of the Holocaust offers an opportunity to reflect on the moral responsibilities of individuals, societies, and governments, and whereas the days of remembrance have been set aside for the people of the Township of Springfield to remember the victims of the Holocaust as well as to reflect on the need for respect of all peoples. And whereas, pursuant to Act of Congress, Public Law 96-388, October 7, 1980, the United States Holocaust Memorial Council designates the days of remembrance of these victims of the Holocaust to be Sunday, April 8th through Sunday, April 15th, 2018. Now, therefore, I, Rich Huber, Mayor of the Township of Springfield, do hereby proclaim April 12, 2018, as a day of remembrance in memory of the victims of the Holocaust and in honor of the survivors, as well as the rescuers and liberators, and further proclaim that we, as citizens of Township of Springfield, should work to promote human dignity and confront hate whenever and wherever it occurs. Richard Huber, April 10th, the year 2018.
Thank you. All right. The Township extends its condolences to Leo Ekman, former Township engineer, on the loss of his wife, Carney, on April 8th. She began her employment with the Township on 1978. On May 1st, 1981, she was appointed tax collector. On January 3rd, 1988, she was appointed deputy treasurer and retired in 2009 after 30 years of service. The Ekmans have been Township residents for the last 58 years. We do extend our condolences to the family. All right, we have a dedication of Meeker Street. Reverend Clarence E. Alston Way on Sunday, April 15th at noon. 604 South Springfield Avenue by the Baptist Church. So we're dedicating a street to him because this gentleman passed away and he's done a lot for Springfield. All right, now, we have accommodations for the for some firemen. Chief Carlo Palumbo, Fire Captain Michael Messini. Am I correct? For Bruce, no, Freeholder has a proclamation. There you are, right there. And we also have commendation.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, members of the public. On behalf of the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, I today have resolutions for Captain Mastriani and for Chief Palumbo. I'm not going to read them. You all know the story of what they've done. It was in the newspaper. It's been all over the internet, so I don't have to repeat the story. All I want to say is on behalf of the freeholders and certainly myself personally, we appreciate you answering the call of duty and doing this wonderful thing, helping to bring a life into the world right there on Route 78. So congratulations.
We also have accommodations for both of them. They do a good job this afternoon. Oh, I'm running a long time. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to take a minute to thank the committee, also Bruce Berger from the county. Just to set the tone, Mike Mastroni is my right-hand man in the firehouse. But that day, I was his right-hand man. Mike set the tone, he set the pace, he was very calm, and he got the ball rolling. He did the hard stuff when the job needed to be done. And I followed Mike's lead that day. So, you know, Mike did a great job, and I was just happy to be there as well. And just another thought, there was 2 patients, a little baby girl as well as the mother, and the engine 2 crew that got up there right after did take care of the mother that was still in the car. Mike and myself got into the ambulance and got the baby going. So I also want to recognize Hagnata, firefighter Heckel, and firefighter Garciano that were there to help the new mother out of the car into the ambulance with her little baby girl. So once again, thank you guys.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, as chair of the Public Safety Committee, I've had the opportunity to spend some time with these 2 individuals, along with the fire department, police department, and these 2 individuals would most likely say doing what they did that day is part of the job, because that's the type of people that they are. But it's important for us as a community and us as a community and a town to get together and recognize ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and we thank you for that.
Next on the agenda, pleasure for me to swear in Captain William Seary. I've known the Seary family for a long time, the good and the bad. Their grandfather was one of the reasons why I'm sitting up here right now. He's the one who talked me into it.
So he's the one. So we have to thank him.
Mr. Mayor, I move Resolution 2018-111. This resolution promotes Lieutenant William Seary to the rank of police captain.
I second. Roll call. Committeeman Capadis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All duties of the office of
all the duties of
captain,
captain,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Oh, I like to really say your words.
Chief's gonna say, he needs to get the, thank you very much.
And I'll just say a few words. I see we got quite a full house. I congratulate the fire department on the acknowledgement and the awards that you guys got. Great job, once again. In town here, fire department, police department, first aid squad, we all work together as a great team, and we always recognize each other. And as you can see, we all show up for each other at events like this. I'm going to say a few words about Bill, but I'll read them because I don't want to leave anything out. It wasn't too long ago that I read most of this when he got promoted to lieutenant just a few years ago. But Billy came to Springfield from Orange. He was a police officer with Orange PD for 5 years, and he came to Springfield in 1993. In 2003, he was assigned to the Union County Auto Theft Task Force, where he worked there for 2 years. 2005, he was assigned to the Detective Bureau as a plainclothes officer, where he handled duties of juvenile officer as well as general investigations. After the retirement of another detective, Bill took over as the evidence and ID officer. In 2010, he was promoted to the rank of detective. 2011, Bill was promoted to sergeant, and at that time came back out to patrol as a supervisor. In 2012, Bill was promoted to lieutenant, of which, aside from being a platoon commander, he was also our department's liaison for the Union County Terrorism Task Force, as well as the Union County Domestic Violence Liaison, and he's also been a coordinator for the extra employment jobs for the department, which a lot of guys thank him because they get paid on time for their extra jobs they work. Yeah, it's hot up there. You guys are putting off a lot of heat. Anyway, I'd like to, well, first off, thank the committee for allowing me to continue with the structure that we built several years back, and to let me, get the command structure in place so quick. After the retirement of Captain McLaughlin, he's here tonight. You weren't here the last couple of meetings, so you didn't get to see all the good things we said about you, but but tonight's a great night. Promotion to captain is a big event. I feel it is anyway. I've known Bill for all of my career, which is 30 years, and he's going to be a great commander, I have no doubt, and it's nice to see the retired guys and all of the off-duty guys and active duty guys that are here tonight. Thank your family, thank your wife, and your daughter Megan and son Matthew. It was easy to take that picture because you didn't have to stand on the side. You were right in the back, and you weren't hiding from anybody. Again, so thank you everyone for being here for this. I look forward to working alongside of Bill as I did with Pat for several years. Bill for hopefully a couple of years. I'm not sure what you're thinking, but thank you everyone for being a part of this. We appreciate it, and again, thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. We'll now recess for 5 minutes. I know nobody wants to stay.
Yeah, I'll give it.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there you go.
Man, I can hear it.
Mic check.
Public comment on agenda items only.
You're closing that door.
Anybody from the public like to come up? Anybody from the public? No? Seeing no one. All right, reports.
I'd like to make a motion to approve payroll and invoices for the period from March 28, 2018 to April 10, 2018 in the amount of $1,629,574.30.
I second.
Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo.
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Okay, minutes and report.
I move to adopt the workshop and executive meeting minutes of February 27th, 2018 as emailed.
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any abstains?
I abstain.
Who's not here? Any objections? All right, new business. Second reading.
Okay, ordinance 2018-05. This ordinance amends the Township Revised General Ordinances, Chapter 7, Section 7-14, by modifying certain street parking prohibitions while schools are in session.
I move ordinance 2018-05 be approved as read by Madam Clerk and publicized in the local source April 19, 2018.
I second.
Public comment on that, by any chance? Anybody from the public? No? Seeing none.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Do we have any discussion on that? Did anybody have any objections on it? No, nobody had anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Ordinance 2018-06, this ordinance is to establish a cap bank for the year 2018 pursuant to NJSA 48:4-45.14.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 2018-06 as read by Madam Clerk with publication in the local source for April 19, 2018.
I second.
Public comment on this?
Hi, Terry Wojciechowski, 128 Shortlands Avenue. So if you could just talk about Committeewoman Stampoulis for the public, what is the cap bank? And this way we can just, I don't think everybody knows.
I can do that for you, if you're, Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind. What this represents is it's not really a bank. All it allows is the committee for the next 2 years to dig into or utilize a bank not to exceed $244,312 if the appropriations exceed a specific limit, which is the 3.5%. So all it is a permission slip, if you will, to use it for the next 2 years. That's all it is. Hasn't been used in the last 10 years and probably will not be used in the next 10 years also.
Anybody have anything else to say about that? All right, roll call.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Okay, 113, you want to pull that?
I'm going to pull that, yep.
All right, we're going to vote on 113, and then we'll go through the rest of the resolution.
I'm going to pull 116 to read it.
Oh,
Is that okay?
never mind. Teresa, all right.
You go do the rest.
All right, 2018, 113,
No, not 13. 114.
114, I'm sorry, 114, 115, 117, 118. Have a motion?
I move to adopt 2018-114, 115, 117, and 118.
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Sure. Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. All right, 2013, we pulled.
This resolution ratifies and confirms the appointment of seasonal staff members at the Springfield Community Pool, Pool Day Camp, and Chisholm Playground Camp.
I move to adopt Resolution 2018-113 as read by Madam Clerk.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
I abstain.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. All right, you want to read 2016?
Yes.
2016.
Linda, can I just read it, or do you have to
Sure.
read it first? Okay.
You can read it.
Resolution 2018-116. This resolution is in support of April as Get Yourself Tested Month. Whereas April is National Get Yourself Tested Month to raise awareness about sexually transmitted diseases, and whereas the rate of bacterial sexually transmitted diseases has risen 35% in New Jersey, and also has risen in the County of Union since 2009, and whereas 1 in 2 sexually active people in the United States will contract an STD in their lifetime, and whereas sexually transmitted diseases left untreated can have long-term health implications, including certain types of cancer as well as infertility, and whereas all STDs are treatable, even HIV, and many are curable, and early treatment can prevent serious lifelong health problems, and whereas STDs, particularly HIV, disproportionately impact young people, LGBT communities, and communities of color, and whereas Governor Phil Murphy recently restored state funding for family planning services, including testing and treatment of STDs, and whereas Planned Parenthood health centers offer STD testing and treatment as part of a full range of reproductive health care, as well as comprehensive sexual education. Therefore, be it resolved that we, the Township Committee of the Township of Springfield, recognize that STDs are a significant public health concern, which can only be addressed through access to high-quality reproductive health care and comprehensive sexual education. Therefore, be it further resolved that the Township Committee of the Township of Springfield recognize April as Get Yourself Tested Month and encourage residents to take control of their reproductive health and being tested for STDs at a local Planned Parenthood health center. Thank you.
Make a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt Resolution 2018-117.
Six.
I'm sorry,
116.
2018-116.
I'll second.
Okay.
Trustee, all in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain.
Abstain. All right. Discussion and action items.
I approve the on-premise merchandise raffle license number 1307 to Overlook Auxiliary, drawing to be held on May 10th at 201 Shunpike Road.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any objections? No.
I move to approve the off-premise 50/50 raffle license 1308 to the Valerie Fund, drawing to be held August 6th at 201 Shunpike Road.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstentions?
I motion to approve request from the First Aid Squad to waive permit fee in the amount of $25 on small alteration to building.
I second that.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
I move to approve the request from Recreation Department for use of Alvin Park and Pool Field by Milburn Soccer Club, hold harmless, and certificate of insurance provided.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? Can I just ask a question about that? The Melbourne Soccer Club? Do you use our pool?
There,
No, just,
Mr. Lieb put in his memo that they were, you know, a neighboring town, and we weren't using it. The fields were open that day.
all right. Okay. Public comment on anything you want.
Mr. Mayor, before we make a public comment, I just have an announcement to make about the paving of one of our streets.
Sure.
As you know, Wentz Avenue is being reconstructed, and we just received notification today from the contractor that the road will be milled on this coming Friday, April 13, and will be paved on Monday, April 16th. And all the residents will receive a notice in their mailbox tomorrow, and we will try to make a robocall also tomorrow. But I just want to make sure that we announce this
Put it
at
on
this
the
meeting.
website also, please.
We will do that.
Thank you.
What street was that again?
Wentz Avenue. Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Public comment on any government issue? Say your name and address.
Zoe Fry, 11 Cayuga Court.
All right, and
Deanna Du Bois, 15 South. Hi, everyone. I'm Zoe Fry, a senior at John Dane High School, and I'm here with Dee Du Bois, a 7th grader at FMG. We are here today to represent a group of high school and middle school students here in Springfield, New Jersey, that are continuing to make a change in our community after the Parkland shooting, and hopefully other communities as well. April 20th, 2018 marks the 19th anniversary of the Columbine Massacre and a national day of taking action against gun violence in schools. So we are planning on having a student-led rally for action because enough is enough, and we demand stricter gun laws. We will be walking from Chisholm to Town Hall, where students as well as other people who are representatives from many causes will speak about what changes need to be made and why a change needs to be made and how we are going to be the change. But before we start the walk to Town Hall, at Chisholm, we will be holding an event where people will gather, and there will be like a voter registration, postcard and letter writing, signing petitions, making posters. Also the Young Advocates Club, Moms Demand Action, and different representatives from other organizations will be there. We're going to invite the teachers from our schools because on March 14th they were not allowed to participate in the walkout, so we want them to be allowed to have their voices be heard as well in our community. We hope to have public officials come, and honestly, anybody from the community who wants to come out and have their voice be heard, we want them there with us. Citizens from any age, from every community will be welcome to come as well. So we want to invite you guys to come join us in this, because together we can make a difference, and having support from people like you guys will really help us make this change. We want to feel safe in our schools. We deserve to feel safe in our schools, and we will make sure that we feel safe in our schools. Thank you.
what's the date again? What's the date?
April 20th.
At what time?
We have flyers that we can give to you, but right now, 4:30 at Chisholm is where we're going to meet.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Can we put that on our website? No, I don't know who does it, Sam, I don't. Can we put that on?
I don't know if, it's not a
Is that
town
a-
event, so I'm not,
Is that
I-
is that legal?
Maybe they can hang
We'll
that
put
at
it out.
Chisholm.
Is
Yeah.
the march they want to go from Chisholm? The students want in high school.
Right.
It's put it on the website. I don't know if
We put community, you put community, that's all.
I don't know if we put all community events, I'll be perfectly honest, but I'll check on it,
I'll
how's
check
that?
on that, all right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Jerry Wojciechowski, I'm 128 Short Hills Ave. So I appreciate their enthusiasm, and I think it's great, but if you all are going, I really, they don't represent everybody's views in town. And so if you are going to go, I appreciate it if you put it out there that this is a personal event for you that you're going for and not for the township, because you don't represent everybody, okay? So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything to say? Seeing none, we are going to executive session.
Okay. I will read the resolution.
Yes.
Whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: personnel, police; personnel, fire; public safety, cameras; personnel, administrator. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now, therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist, and action may be taken after this executive session.
I make a motion to go into close for resolution 327118. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Objection? Thank you. might be back for action, we don't know.